Alrighty, y'all. It's your boy Mr. Lucky Gaming, and today we're doing some different video. I'm gonna be reading my very first creepypasta here. So, yeah, this is the very first creepypasta. Reading Darkness in the Rearview Mirror. Very short creepypasta. Has a pretty high star rating. Whoever wrote this did a good job. So we're gonna hop in here and we're gonna read it a little bit. All right. So, like I said, very first time reading it. Reading creepypasta in general, so let's just hop in, man. Let's just see. I want to see if I'm actually scared of these. Are still actually pretty good. So let's hop in this. I have always been uneasy driving alone at night. It was the worst the first few times when I just got my license, but the nagging fear has never gone away to this day. It's disorienting to look into the mirrors and see nothing. I mean nothing, but the consuming blackness of the night. It makes me hesitant to check the mirror. Should I see this dark void, or worse, something sitting in the back seat staring at me? In the summer of 2013, I found myself driving home alone on Highway 902 from a party. It was almost midnight, and needless to say, it was pitch black as usual at night. I was on edge. I had the radio off and could hear nothing but the muffled roar of tires on pavement and the dull hum of the engine. I stole a glance at the middle rearview mirror and saw nothing but darkness through the back window. I know that I looked backwards and saw nothing. I'm sure of it. Just the seamlessly endless blackness of the night. I remember it so clearly because not 10 seconds later, a car passed me to the left. Headlights on, I had one of those sudden adrenaline rushes, like when you think you see a person outside your bedroom window, it's just a tree, or when you start awake at night with the feeling of falling. 10 seconds earlier, nothing had been behind me. Suddenly a car. I drove all the way home, shivering and knowing something was off. The next morning, I found two sets of scratches near the back of my van. One was on the left rear, one was on the right. The car's pretty old. They could have been there for months, but that was the first time that I distinctly remember seeing them. In hindsight, there are two possibilities for what happened that night. Possibility one, by some glitch in reality or something paranormal, this other car has somehow appeared behind me within 10 seconds of me checking the mirror, like some weird ghost crap or something. However, the second option is what makes my blood run cold whenever I consider it. It didn't even occur to me until months after the fact, but it makes me dread driving alone at night even more. It's possibility two, the car was normal. It approached me from the rear and passed me to my left. However, something large and wide as black as the night had been clinging to my rear of the car, obscuring my view through the window and leaving deep scratches on the side. And I had advertently driven it home with me. Ooh, that's a good one. Extremely short. I mean, it did say 2 minutes of read time, but that is good. Very good. My very first creepypasta, this is it. I gotta say, this is actually put some chills in my spine. When driving home alone at night, you never know that some crazy things can happen. And the whole thing is, there's two possibilities at the end of the story. What he's saying. Possibility one, there was something paranormal that drove by him. Believe it or not, which is scary, but it's actually worse than the second option, is that there's something in his view, and then there's a normal car behind him and it just passed by him. And then the second option is just there's something really on his car, and when he got home, he's bad. It definitely leaves up the ending into interpretation. You don't know the possibility, which makes it even a little bit scarier. And also, it's very short and sweet. I mean, this could happen to anyone. This is just a simple story. We don't even know the guy's background. We don't know who he is. Nothing about this guy. He's just driving home from a typical day at night or from a party or whatever, and then he sees this crazy car driving past him. He doesn't know if there's something on his car blocking his view, or was it a ghost car or something like that. It's definitely an interesting story. And we would never really know the fact. Whoever wrote this story did a good job of that. Yeah, I gotta give credit to the author, whoever wrote this. It doesn't really say down here, but they did a good job. I gotta say, this is a really good creepypasta. Very short but sweet. My very first one I've ever read, which is this one, is very good. I gotta say, like I said, it's very short and sweet. And it's very good creepypasta. I have no complaints for me. This is excellent creepypasta. Like, this would even scare me. Now when I'm driving at night and looking at my mirror, I'm gonna be like, check out my mirror a little bit more now. Definitely a good creepypasta, I gotta say. Very short and sweet, nothing too crazy. but for how short it is, and it's extremely short, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like yeah, 6 paragraphs, extremely short for a creepypasta, and it is very good, very, very, very good. Something so simple could make me actually pretty nervous there. So, out of a rating, I gotta give this creepypasta probably like an 8. This is my very first creepypasta, but for how short it is, I gotta say it's probably an 8. I'm not too big on creepypastas. I don't know much, but I gotta say it's probably an 8. I do think the story was pretty well written, and also think it was pretty good. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good creepypasta. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know it's a very, very short video, but it's a short creepypasta. I would read more, but if you guys want more, I'll read more. But just let me know what you guys think. I do think it's a good creepypasta. If you guys actually want me to read more of these, I would. I actually like scary stories. Actually, I really love them. I always was interested in creepypastas, but I never read them myself. Now, in my very first one, I read myself. I used to listen to them, I'll be honest. But very first one, I read myself. I don't read creepypastas. I just listen to what everybody else reading them. But so far, that was very, very good. Short and sweet, and I really couldn't ask for much more. For how short it is, that's probably, for how short it is, it's easily 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. For sure. It's extremely short, and it did its job. It actually made me a little bit spooked. Because now when I'm driving on at night, I'm going to make sure my rearview mirror, I'm going to keep checking it now. Just because you never know. It leaves it leaves up to the reader to determine what happened. Now, the thing about it too, it's kind of hard to determine what happened because you don't know. Like, there's not enough information for each one to determine which one really happened. It's up to you. Possibility 1, possibility 2. Obviously, we all hope it's possibility 1, but possibility 2 could have happened as well. So, I don't know. I think it's a good creepypasta. I want you guys to let me know in the comments what you guys think below. Besides that, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed. And if you guys want more of this, just let me know in the comments below. You guys have a good one.